Welcome back, Summit County. Happy Monday. Thanks for watching TV8 Summit. I'm Lauren, and I'm here with Erin from Red Buffalo. Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Great. It's a really great day to grab a cup of coffee. It was freezing cold on my way in here, and I wished that I had a cup of coffee in my hand.
It's the type of day where you just need to like hold something warm.
Exactly.
You're like, I don't need this cup sleeve. I just need a warm cup.
Exactly.
To cuddle
all
day.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to drink coffee all day long.
And it's supposed to be like that all week, I think.
It definitely is.
Last week to this week is like a full 10-degree temperature change.
Yeah, I definitely think you're right.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about Red Buffalo?
Absolutely. Red Buffalo, we are a locally owned coffee shop. I'm the owner, and we're in Silverthorne. We're just a quarter mile north of that I-70 Silverthorne interstate exit. So nice too. Right next to the pavilion, the Summit Stage, transfer station, and a lot of our local businesses are right next to me too. We got Locals Liquors, we have a spa, there's a dentist, all sorts of fun things right in this little complex of ours. And in our mission statement, we say we're a community-oriented coffee shop. And we're also a group of professional baristas too. We've all been trained with the Specialty Coffee Association of America or the Baristas Guild or a couple of other international coffee organizations as well.
And I think that's really great to have, because I was just telling you during the break, I worked at a coffee shop for a couple of months, and I walked into my interview, I'm like, I don't know anything about coffee, I don't know how to do anything, and I was so overwhelmed, so I feel like I should work for you.
we really try to get into how much a barista does and is, and so few customers really know what goes into making really good coffee and making craft beverages. That's one of our new slogans we're working with this fall. In addition to drink local coffee, our other slogan is handcrafted at 8,700 feet.
Oh, that's cool.
And because they are handcrafted drinks, and so much training has to go into each one, and not just on the barista's end, but on ends that the consumer doesn't see, and that's from your roaster, working with your roaster about what beans are gonna work best at even our altitude, because they'll behave differently up here than down in Boulder or even at sea level. Then you have the farmers and the roasters and the millers, and all those people touch coffee, and most people will never see it, but you have to know the beans you're getting, and you have to care about the quality you're getting, and be members of the Specialty Coffee Association. We also get lots of updates and knowledge and training about just what it's like in the coffee growing regions. There's gender pay equality, there's hunger in much of the coffee lands because they only get paid once a year when their crop is due, or how is water playing an impact, or drought. And it's such a fascinating
I was just about to
world,
say that.
And we're so happy to talk to with every customer. That being said, if you just want to come in, if you bring a Red Buffalo cup in, drip coffee is just $1.
Wow.
That includes your tax. You can come in, get $1, get on your way, get to work, whatever you need to do.
That's perfect. Yeah, I love hearing all of that knowledge too, because I know, like, I don't know a lot about coffee. I'll go in there and be like, a mocha, because I know that has chocolate in it.
There you go. And I love getting customers like that, because, you know, for wherever your knowledge is on the coffee chain, there's always so much more to learn. I always learn so much more. And I think since the majority of adults drink coffee every single day in the United States, I think it behooves us to know a little bit more. And I think the same goes for brewing with beer, and people starting to get into microbreweries and craft beers and wine as well. Any sort of these beverages that we drink regularly or interact with regularly, it's really fun to know more about them and what the process is to make a good cup.
Absolutely. And so not only are you really knowledgeable, I know that your coffee shop is really cute. I went in there maybe it was a couple weeks ago, and I just found a little place to sit. I sat with my computer, and it's just such an inviting environment.
We love having people just come and sit and relax. We've had many people finish their master's degrees in our shop. I've seen many first dates. I've only seen one breakup. We have lots of community groups that meet too. There is a knitting, they're not a knitting club, they're a knitting group, and they just come and knit, and they spin their own yarn. We have book clubs that meet, and part of our motto is community oriented. And so we want to foster that sense of community, that people can come to our shop in Silverthorne and feel what Silverthorne is like, know what's going on, meet your neighbors, meet your community members. Sometimes you don't get out of the house too much if you're sitting there working on your computer, or your kid's wandering around and you say, do you want to go out? And they say no. Story of my morning the other day with my kid. And It's just such a great place to get a feel for where you're living or visiting or whatever it is.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. And I actually live in Breckenridge, so I don't get to come out there very often, but since I came and I had a great experience.
You know what Silverthorne is like now. And the same for me, I live in Silverthorne. If I go to Breckenridge, I know if I go to one of the local shops in Breckenridge, that I'm going to instantly get a little bit of a feel for that neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. So I think before we started talking, you were mentioning some other events that you're doing for October.
Yeah, well, in October, we just helped sponsor Pumpkin Fest for the town of Silverthorne. That was such a fun family event. Town gave away over 1,500 free pumpkins.
Wow.
We gave away over 800 drinks to all the people who were there enjoying themselves. Coming up next month, we're going to have our 5-year anniversary party. And all this information, I really do try to keep our Facebook page relevant. I know Saturdays we've also been doing some live musics from 10 to 1. So it's really fun just to come in and grab a cup of coffee or tea. We do an extensive collection of loose leaf teas. And come and enjoy our live music. I'll put all those events up on, we have some new artists coming in, so I'll put those on our Facebook page. But that's really a good way to keep in touch with what we have going on.
Yeah, so if somebody wants to find your Facebook page, they just go Facebook and search Red Buffalo.
Red Buffalo Cafe.
Red Buffalo Cafe.
Yep.
Perfect, and all the information is there.
It will be.
And like we were talking about earlier, it's going to be really chilly this week, so you definitely want to stop over on Red Buffalo and grab some coffee or some tea. Well, Erin, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, it's fun.
It is.
I never got to interview you before. And keep on watching TV8 Summit. We're going to take a short break, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.